Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna dive into a report that was released about Klay speaking on Megan Thee Stallion. Now, according to this report, what they're saying is basically that there are a few sources that has, stepped forward to give the media some insight into why Klay and Megan Thee Stallion did not work. No, they have allegations such as Klay had a difficult time communicating with Megan Thee Stallion because she was just ghetto. She was just too loud for him. And the way she communicated poorly in his opinion. And he thought that they would have had a future together. He even bought a big house so that both of them could live together, but she's always busy with her schedule. But then the very same report is talking about Klay being busy with his schedule. And when I look at the details, I'm like, someone here is lying. They say there are 3 different people that came together to give them this information, but the information is not coming together nicely, in my opinion. And as such, I think that either someone might have sold a quick story for a come up to the Daily Mail, or it could be that the Daily Mail is just lying because it's just not coming across. You guys know we do a lot of articles over here. I've been, slacking up on those for the past, 2 years now? But prior to that, we did a lot of articles. We broke down a lot of articles. We cipher into them and we could see where the truth was, where the lies were. And as such, I think no one is more qualified to tell you that something is not making much sense here. Because this is how I think, right? Megan Thee Stallion has never hidden who she is. Megan Thee Stallion has never shown that she has an off switch. Megan Thee Stallion has always been a hip-hop girly. And she has always given the ghetto vibe, the loud vibe. We have never seen Megan being all classy, eloquent in her, speech. She's always given loud, excited, and all that. So I'm saying to myself, how do you meet a person being loud, just being, ghetto as he would call it, and then complain about that person's personality when their personality is literally their entire career? And how do you complain about the girl being gone most of the time? Don't you have a job? Like, you're a NBA player. What do we know about NBA player? They have a lot of training sessions. Even during off season, they still have to be on the court and in the gym because they have practice matches. They have to keep up with their routine exercises. They have PR. They have brand deals. So both parties are going to have busy schedule. So if Megan is a hip hop girly, she's a rap girly, and plus she's an entrepreneur in terms of her business franchises, how do you, or where do you even get the gall to complain about this woman having a busy schedule? You're going to have your busy season when it's time for the games. She's going to have her busy season when it's the summertime, when it's the Christmas time, and all of that jazz. Plus, she's going to have to do promotional stuff, occasional appearance. So it's not like, for me, this is how I think, it's not adding up. Because if you're an NBA player, you are in entertainment. You provide sports entertainment. Megan Thee Stallion provide music entertainment. So how is it that you, someone in entertainment, you're here complaining about someone in another field of entertainment being too busy? It's not making any sense. Unless Klay is a narcissist. And while the guy might be a cheater, he may just be a little bit of a narcissist, but I really don't see him being this deep of a narcissist. And even when Megan came out and was crashing out saying that he has problems to commit, and he has this and he has that, I don't believe everything Megan said in its entirety, because, as I've said to you guys, Klay and Coco Jones worked for 2 years. Megan and him did not work for not even 9 months. And I believe that their relationship, it was bound to fail. Opposites do attract, but I did not see the glue that would keep both parties together. And another thing that they're saying is that Megan Thee Stallion would put all their business out in the public, everything they're doing, every time they're going somewhere, she would have to post it on social media. And Klay did not like that. But honey, why didn't you tell her? Why is it that we have to be hearing about that when the relationship is over? How is that going to profit you? And how is it going to profit her? And how I think is that I don't think this is true, guys. I really don't think it is true. It could be one individual who might have heard a little something, wanted a quick payday, and they're like, you know what? Let me see what else I can add to this and run to the media because, honey, it's 2026. The bills needs to be paid. So everyone is thinking about making themselves a good penny, and a quick one at that. But this story, it's not holding together nicely, and as such, I don't believe it's coming from Klay nor Megan Thee Stallion, right? But anywho, we're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible, and you guys tell me what you think, right? They're saying Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson breakup may have been far messier behind the scenes than fans initially realized. Months after the rapper publicly accused the NBA star of cheating, new insider claims are painting a complicated picture of what allegedly led to the pair's split, from personality clashes and frustration over fame to allegations of infidelity and private resentment. So it's Klay who they're saying had the private resentment, right? Now, they then say the former couple who went public with their romance in July 2025 officially called it quits earlier this year. The breakup first made headlines in April after Megan appeared to accuse Thompson of being unfaithful in a heated Instagram stories. The savage rapper did not hold back while addressing the split. Holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season, Megan wrote at the time. No, you don't know if you can be monogamous, bitch. I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. Now, they further state, while Thompson has yet to publicly respond to the cheating allegation, conflicting insider accounts are now surfacing about what may have happened behind closed doors. They're saying, according to one insider close to Thompson, the NBA star had emotionally checked out of the relationship before it officially ended. He was over her and didn't want to be with her. The insider told the Daily Mail, I think he wanted to break up with her for a while, but just didn't know what to do. However, a second source strongly disputed the idea that Thompson was the one looking for an exit. Klay never once tried to break up with her, the second insider insisted. Instead, the source alleged the relationship ended after Meg discovered Thompson had allegedly been unfaithful. The reality is, Megan ended the relationship after she discovered that Klay had been cheating on her. The second source claimed a separate insider also alleged Thompson had attempted to reconnect with former flings prior to the breakup, though they said they could not confirm whether he actually cheated. Now, one recurring theme from Insider was how different Megan and Thompson allegedly were behind closed doors. While Megan is known for her larger-than-life personality and public-facing career, Thompson has long built a reputation for being more reserved and private. Fans first noticed the contrast when the pair debuted their romance, often questioning online whether the two were truly compatible. A viral moment from Megan's inaugural Pete and Thomas Foundation Gala only intensified the speculation, with social media users pointing out how animated the rapper appeared while Thompson remained noticeably more subdued beside her. According to one source, Thompson allegedly expressed frustration privately. He was like, "She was just so ghetto. I was over her ghetto-ness," the insider alleged. "The way she speaks, the way she acts." The insider also described Thompson as introverted and occasionally awkward socially, adding that he allegedly struggled with the intensity of Megan's public lifestyle. Despite those differences, the source claimed Thompson initially envisioned a future with a Grammy winner and wanted to make the relationship work. According to the insider, the Maverick star even purchased a larger multi-million-dollar home where the pair allegedly planned to live together. The relationship reportedly became strained as both stars juggled demanding careers. According to one insider, Thompson often felt lonely while Megan traveled for work and struggled with the reality of dating such a globally recognized celebrity. He kind of felt abandoned by her, the source claimed. He went to all of these places to support her. Then when he was off over summer, she was nowhere to be found. He felt like she never made an effort. The insider also claimed Thomas found Megan's habit of documenting their relationship online frustrating, despite willingly appearing in videos shared with fans. Throughout their romance, Megan frequently gave followers glimpses into their life together, posting everything from golf outings and workouts to romantic dinners behind closed doors. However, the insider alleged he tried to do it for her, but it was annoying to him. He's not a big poster, very to himself and private. The second source pushed back on criticism surrounding Megan's demanding schedule. It's hypocritical for Klay to complain about her work ethic when they're both public figures who travel frequently for their careers and each strive for excellence in their profession, the source said. He always knew she was never a stay-at-home partner. Now, another point of alleged tension involved Megan's heightened sense of security following the 2020 shooting involving Tory Lanez, who was later convicted and sentenced to prison, according to one insider. Thompson privately expressed frustration over what they described as Megan's ongoing concerns for her safety. The source claimed Thompson once said she would not shut the F up about Lanez. They also alleged that Thompson felt Megan consistently feared people were targeting her. She always felt like people were out to get her. The insider said she needs security everywhere, even in remote places. However, a second insider disputed that characterization. If anything, she vented and leaned on her partner for support, as anyone would in a relationship, the source said, adding that discussion surrounding lanes rarely happened and typically occurred when Megan encountered false narratives circling about her on the internet. Now, guys, they're saying that Thompson has remained publicly quiet about Megan Thee Stallion, after she decided to walk away. He respects her privacy, yada, 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 and we know the rest of it. No, I like the statement is like, you know when someone is giving a summary of what happened in a relationship, but they're trying to be balanced? It's as though someone is given a summary of what they believe happened between Megan and Klay, and they're trying to be balanced. Like, he knew she was ghetto. It wasn't anything that was hidden. It was very public. We all knew that she was ghetto. So I don't see why he would get with someone that was loud and then complain about her being loud. I don't know. Is it that he thought she would have toned down because of him? It would have taken some time for her to get there if he had a decent discussion with her about it, but she would not just change overnight for him or anyone. And as such, like, the report is not given authentic. It's not. Klay doesn't really talk about his relationship. He really just don't. He's gonna have that one person that he might whisper in their ear, but he's gonna always ensure that these are people that he trusts, people who understand the dynamics of what comes with being a celebrity. And as such, I think this might be another fabricated story, in my opinion. But let me hear from you guys. Do you think it's fabricated, or do you think it is actually coming from Klay's camp? 3 different people, to be exact. Leave your comment below, and we're gonna talk some more. Peace.